Guys, here we are. It is early Wednesday morning, November the 6th, the day after the presidential election. And just like I predicted, Donald J. Trump won the election. And just like I predicted, he won both the popular vote and the electoral vote. I also said in my video a couple of days ago he would win by 10, 15 to 20% of the popular vote over Harris. And right now the numbers are just over 7% margin over Kamala Harris. And we know that it's much more than that, and all the votes hasn't been counted yet, so it could go up to that 10%, but right now it's a little bit over 7%, under 8, but over 7. So a couple more percentage points going up there, and I will be right on the percentage that he won by 2 when it comes to the popular vote. I also said in that video that the news media would start broadcasting to stir up more hate, and ultimately chaos and violence in the cities would be set on fire. And that's going to start anytime. Now, it's probably already starting. I just got up this morning and saw that Donald Trump had won the election by the popular vote and the electoral vote. But the rioting and looting and burning and pillaging is going to start, just like I said in that video. And it's probably, like I said a minute ago, already started. I don't know. It's still early yet. It's just now starting to get daylight, so I'm still kind of woozy this morning. Still trying to get some coffee and figure all this out. But I also said that the powers on the left are going to do everything they can, if Trump wins this election, which I said he was going to block him from going into office. Now, this is definitely going to happen. They're going to pull every type of legal string they can pull. They're going to try everything they can try to keep him from going into office. They're really, really desperate right now, and they still hold power. And they have power in the courts, and they have power in the executive branch right now. They have a lot of power still yet that they can wield. And they will do that because right now they've lost the election. All bets are off. So who knows what's going to happen exactly in the end. But I do know that right now Donald Trump has been declared the winner of this election, and he won by the popular vote and the electoral vote. And the media, as I'll show you right here in a second, is already hyping up and doing everything they can to get the violence started. And they will try to block Donald Trump, and who knows, what may happen. He may end up before it's over, before he goes into office. I don't know how they're going to exactly block him, but I know they'll bring up all the legal issues and things like that and try to say he's not qualified. But they're going to pull out all the stops now to keep him from going into office. We have, in my opinion, two different factions of the deep state, of the globalist. Two different factions that are fractured, and they're both fighting for power right now. That's my opinion. But let's watch this video here and listen at, this is from MSNBC, I think that it was. Yeah, MSNBC. And listen to this reporting. This is supposed to be unbiased reporting, but listen to this now, guys.
Kornacki, I just have to jump. Steve Kornacki, I just have to jump in. And you've been predicting this. We've been waiting for it. And we do have some breaking news from the decision desk. NBC News can now project that Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin, which means he is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president. And for so many of you watching right now, that news is, to say the least, a lot to digest. I understand that personally. After he lost 4 years ago, he refused to accept the outcome and incited a violent insurrection on our nation's capital. He's campaigned while facing criminal indictments related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 results, and he's run as a convicted felon. During this campaign, he has also promised to essentially be an authoritarian leader, to use power like no American president ever has before, and wield that power to go after his political enemies. This is a man who's also bragged about overturning Roe v. Wade and stripping away women's bodily autonomy. He's promised to conduct mass deportations to crack down on the rights of millions of Americans. Donald Trump is an anti-democratic force, but he's just been elected democratically in our country.
Guys, you can hear by that news broadcast that they're already pushing, trying to get more hate, more violence. They're trying to incite fear in the left, the liberal left lunatics. They're trying to incite fear, and when people are in fear and they think their life is in jeopardy, their freedom is in jeopardy, they will go on the attack. And that's the buttons they're trying to push with news broadcasts like this. And this is just hours after Trump was declared the winner in this presidential race. This is going to keep going. It's going to increase by the media, by the celebrities, by people like Joe Biden, Harris, and the violence is going to definitely start. The cities, especially the blue cities, are going to be in a mess. If you are living in a blue city, hopefully you're not, I would get out of there right now as quickly as possible before all hell breaks loose, because in my opinion it's going to. And they're going to do everything they can, this one side of the deep state, to block Donald Trump from going into office. They're going to use every means at their disposal, everything they have in their backpack of political tricks, every weapon that they have, and they still wield, a lot of power right now because they're still in office. We have Joe Biden is still the president. Kamala Harris is still the vice president. We have corrupt court systems. We have all kinds of things going on right now, and they're going to wield everything that they can, including the media, including violence and hate and division. And, who knows if Donald Trump will even go into office or not. Like I said in my video a few days ago, he was going to win, and I think that is probably by design from certain people, not everyone, but certain factions of the deep state, because they want to cause more division. They want to have this violence because they want the United States to crumble into, a civil war, just like in the movie. The movie Civil War that came out a few months ago is, in my opinion, predictive programming. They're showing you what they have planned, and that, in my opinion, is the plan. And we see at the end of the movie what happens to the president. That's all what they have planned, guys. But they have to first cause more division, more violence, more anger, more feelings of hopelessness, more feelings of everything tightening up, so you got to fight to get out. And that is what they're trying to do. They want this violence because they want to bring the United States down and crumble the United States. These globalists do. Certain factions of the globalists do. Like I said, I think there's been a split, and we have two different sides fighting for power right now. We have this side, the globalists, this side, the globalists, and they've had a split. That's pretty obvious to me, and they're both trying to fight for this key position to put their person in the White House, in the executive branch. Anyway, let me think in the comments below, and get ready, because it may interfere with supply chains and things like that. Hopefully I'm totally wrong. Hopefully the left just completely says, okay, we lost, we'll get them next time. Let's go ahead and support Donald Trump as our president because democracy has spoken. But that's not going to happen. We all know that. So get ready for the exact opposite. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video, hopefully.